Do you want to do more than follow orders, think outside of the box, and manifest your dreams? Then you've come to the right show. Welcome to the award-winning podcast, Holding Down the Fort by US VetWealth. I'm your host, Jen Amos, a Gold Star daughter, veteran spouse, and entrepreneur. For Season 7, I am ecstatic to be in partnership with the Rosie Network to highlight motivational stories of personal growth, financial awareness, and autonomy in our military community. Now, let's get started. All right, hello everyone. Season's greetings, happy holidays, and welcome to the Season 7 finale of Holding Down the Fort by US VetWealth. Wow, what a journey. What a journey it was to put the season together, because if you've been following us from the very beginning, this show is completely different. This season is completely different from all the past seasons we've done on Holding Down the Fort. The biggest difference is that in the past, when we would, interview people because they were recommended to us or it was via word of mouth, this season we partnered up with the Rosie Network to feature their graduates from the Service to CEO program. So I thought I'd just take this time to be candid with all of you and just share some thoughts about the season. I want to talk about what this season stood for. Season 7 was all about featuring individuals in the military community who were doing more than following orders, thinking outside the box, and manifesting their dreams. Now, the reason why these 3 points were so important is because moving forward, these are the types of stories that I want to feature, I want to listen to, I want to be empowered by myself and share it with all of you, share with you all. If you haven't done any of those 3, or if you're open to doing any of those 3, that these are people who are already doing it. Whether it's graduates from the Service to CEO program at the Rosie Network, or all the incredible people that you were able to meet from my company, US VetWealth, whether they were clients or if they work with us. So it's been quite a journey. And part of where it comes from for me is that growing up as a military kid for the first decade of my life and having moved around a couple of times like many military families do, our family, if you don't know my story yet, is that by the time I was 10, we unexpectedly lost my father. He was missing in action and he was never found. So we are considered a Gold Star family. And nowadays I can talk about this as a matter of fact. I think when people hear this for the first time, it is a lot to listen to. So if I sound very just candid about it, it's because I've shared my story so many times that it doesn't define me anymore. I can talk about it as is. But right now I'm taking this moment to just reflect on, how that has impacted me and why I love doing what I do today with the show is because life is short. Life is short. And even if it's long, even better to, pursue exploring different parts of ourselves, improving ourselves, personal development, like entertaining the idea of living a more autonomous life. And a part of that could be in being more financially educated with our company here at US VetWealth, or seeing if entrepreneurship is a good fit for you with the Rosie Network. And so it's really my hope that this entire season has inspired you. I hope that at minimum, one person has inspired you to do more and manifest your dreams and all the things. And it's truly been an honor to personally be reinvigorated myself and recognize that this is the community that I was raised in. And it's so inspiring to know that with this crazy lifestyle that a lot of us signed up for or did not sign up for, how incredible it is that these individuals that we featured have decided to, again, I'm going to keep repeating this because it's really what our show is about, doing more than following orders. For some people, it's having a full-time job and having a side hustle. For others, it's being really grateful for the military pension so that you can pursue a business at the pace you want to take it. It's inspiring to have interviewed people who are doing something completely different from their military career. So once again, I just want to thank you all. I have a lot of thank yous here. I want to thank the Rosie Network, of course. Shout out to Stephanie, the founder and a dear friend of ours here at US VetWealth. Thank you to Ebeth, to Trisha, and Ken. These two I've primarily been in communication with to coordinate the Service to CEO graduates onto our show. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, the listener. Especially if you've listened to every single episode or you've listened to a number of them. I kept stressing that my audio quality is a lot different than past seasons. And my hope is that in these last couple of episodes, especially with the interviews that I did with my best friend, Adrian Suzuki Cruz with Suzuki Startups, you'll hear how my audio quality should sound. And all of this was it's always a learning opportunity to just do better. And it's my hope that because I'm attracting people who are stepping out of their comfort zone, that you have all given me grace. And I hope that you take some inspiration that done is better than perfect. And you can still find quality in the lack of quality. I made that up just now, but that's true to a certain extent. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, right? I don't know. It's like going to a thrift store and, finding something that is of value at a great price, or going to a garage sale, not to like downgrade my show to a thrift store or a garage sale, but hopefully you understand the analogy that I'm trying to give you here. But yeah, I hope you got a lot from it. And with that said, we are going to be off season for the winter. We will be back. So big announcement. We are coming back for a season 8 in spring 2024. And we are also bringing back the Rosie Network, and we're going to be featuring stories of their latest graduates from the Service to CEO program. In addition, featuring more people from US VetWealth, more to come. And just really excited if you've been enjoying this journey so far with us and these stories, just know that you're going to get more of this at a higher caliber, at better audio quality, at least on my end. And actually, I'm going to have a different background because this is officially the last recording, if you're watching on YouTube, that I'm going to be in my private office. I'm actually moving offices. And so this logo may or may not be here in my next setup. So something to look forward to in season 8 is what's Jen's background going to look like? We'll find out. So while we're in the off season, I want to let you know that even though we will not be around for the holiday season, there are still ways that you can stay in touch with us. And there are still ways we are going to be active outside of this particular podcast. But if you haven't already, please subscribe to this podcast. I feel like I should have said that all along, but if you made it this far, then that means you have already subscribed to this podcast. But stay subscribed because you will get notified when we release the trailer for season 8 of Holding Down the Fort in spring 2024. So be on the lookout for that. So stay tuned for that. And also, if you really enjoyed the show, it would mean a lot if you can leave us a 5-star written review. Just go ahead and check out the show notes, figure out how to do that. I always make it a point to let you know how you can do that, whether it's via Apple Podcasts or Podchaser, or even leaving me a LinkedIn recommendation. It would mean the world to me to hear from you and specifically hear how this season has impacted you, and what interviews you've really enjoyed. So if you want to give me a wonderful holiday/birthday gift, because December is my birthday month, by the way, it would mean so much to get that positive feedback. So at least I know who's listening. However, your downloads say it all. So thank you for that as well. So in addition to the podcast, we will still be active on social media. We will be, continuing to reminisce on season 7 and, featuring highlights of the interviews we've had. So you will be seeing the same guests who are on our show for this season be featured on our socials. So feel free to follow any of our socials. We're basically on all of them, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, and I think there's one more, but you'll have to check our website, holdingdownthefortpodcast.com, to get all the links on how we're available online. I hope you'll follow us there and continue to like our stuff. If you want something straight in your inbox, if you're not really a social media person like me, ironically, I have my hard boundaries with social media, just to be clear. And if anyone wants to know how to set healthier boundaries with social media, you just let me know and I'll provide it as bonus content in the portal, which I'll get to a little later. But if you would prefer to get something straight to your inbox, we will still be releasing a monthly newsletter. So we will continue to stay in touch with you. Like I said, just a monthly newsletter to recap season 7, to, share what we're looking forward to with season 8 and any other bonus content or any other insider scoop from the show, feel free to subscribe to our newsletter. All of these links, all these suggestions I'm sharing with you, by the way, are available in the show notes of this episode. So please check that out. Or you can visit our website, holdingdownthefortpodcast.com, and you'll be able to get access to everything I'm mentioning here on that website. And last but not least, if you want to dive in deeper, if you want to engage with me directly, if you want to get your questions answered, or you want to kind of get highlighted in our community, we do have a free portal. We have a free portal for the show. The website is holdingdownthefortpodcast.com/portal. And in the portal, we have a podcast portal podcast. And so I'm actually excited to reveal it to you now. The name of our private podcast that you can only subscribe to. You can only subscribe to our private podcast, which provides bonus content, especially from me and sharing my journey as an entrepreneur and podcaster, sharing advice for anyone who wants to continue to do more than follow orders, think outside the box, and manifest your dreams. You can subscribe to our free bonus podcast called Inside the Fort. Don't you just love that name? I'm going to say it again. Inside the Fort. And this is a collaboration between my company, US VetWealth, and Holding Down the Fort. And so far, at the time that I'm recording this is all content that you can have access to straight in the portal, which is, again, holdingdownthefortpodcast.com/portal. You can get all of this in the portal. But if you're looking for something more convenient and on the go, then you can subscribe to Inside the Fort. And again, it's free. And it's only available if you join us in our portal. So once again, the website is holdingdownthefortpodcast.com/portal. I really love all the things that I have shared on there. I've shared anything from my journey, from basic tips on getting started in podcasting, free consultation that I gave a past member on our show, productivity tips, an interview for an article that I was featured in. I provide the actual video recording for that in there, and so much more. And if you do have any questions that you want to ask me directly, I'm more than happy to, feature that as content in our podcast portal. And also in the podcast portal, you get access to all the free resources that US VetWealth has to offer, including a free digital copy of Scott Tucker's book, my husband, his book, Don't Forget Your War Chest. And this is great for military retirees or transitioning military members who are, asking themselves that question, do I want to keep or opt out of the survivor benefit plan? That digital copy is free for you to download. Again, the book is called Don't Forget Your War Chest. That's available in our portal. We also have a ton of free resources, courses, articles, a ton of content for you, especially if you're someone that's looking to think outside the box of your government benefits and you're looking to make a more confident and informed decision about your financial future. All of that is free. I kid you not. It's all free. The gratification for us is that you get educated. And if you really enjoy what we have to share, you'll either reach out to us or you'll share this with other people. That's really the gratification we get in giving out all this free content because, we have a team that pretty much embodies this, what Holding Down the Fort is about. And we hope to continue to inspire other people to do the same or even take baby steps in that direction. So it's all available, like I said, again, on holdingdownthefortpodcast.com/portal. And I hope to see you there in the off season. I hope to engage with you there in the off season and continue to give you a ton of fun and free stuff in the off season. So, in closing, my hope is that, again, you got a lot of value from our show. You stay in touch with us in the off season and that you are inspired to do more than follow orders, think outside the box, and manifest your dreams. Whether you do it with our company, US VetWealth, in regards to your financial future, or you do it by learning entrepreneurship with the Rosie Network, or you find another way. I just hope you find a way. I hope you are now motivated to find a way because that old age quote goes, where there's a will, there's a way. And I'm going to end it right there. That's wonderful. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, check out the show notes of this episode to know how to stay in touch in the off season. Happy holidays. Happy birthday to me and to all the December babies and holiday babies who have to group their birthdays with their holidays, because people aren't considerate. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally joking. Joking, not joking? I don't know. We'll find out. Ask me in the portal if I mean that or not. And if I have any trauma from that, I don't know. I may or may not. But yeah, just happy holidays. Happy birthday to all the holiday babies. I hope that you have a good holiday season, a happy new year. And if I don't see you in the portal or subscribe to our newsletter or on social media, I hope to see you in season 8 of our show in spring 2024. Thanks so much and see you next year. Bye for now. Hey, this is your host, Jen Amos. Thanks again for listening to today's episode of Holding Down the Fort by US VetWealth. Visit holdingdownthefortpodcast.com to access the full show notes of this episode, including resources mentioned and bonus content. Once again, that's holdingdownthefortpodcast.com. Lastly, stay after this outro music for something a little extra. Thanks again and chat soon. Bye for now.